All right, this is basically a reminder video, and this is hopefully so I don't have to remind you too much in person, but I finished extruding all my coils. They are all in this Tupperware container, and it only took me about 10 minutes. I made sure to, I'll show you again, I misted my lid, all right, to create a humid environment for my clay, and then it's really well sealed. So when I buy a Tupperware container, and you could consider buying your own, I want to look for one that doesn't have a hole at the top for steam for the microwave. So now I'm going to take my hex wrench and I'm going to loosen. The bolts go back on top. Now, I don't have to necessarily take this all out. I can actually leave half of it on, which is fine, and I can just sponge that part out. So I'm going to put my hex wrench back up here in this hole. And now I'm going to pull out the handle, and I still have a little bit of clay in the barrel, because even if you plunge as low as you can go, you're still going to have a little clay. So now there's a seal just from where the clay met the barrel. And this is what I have left. So I can save this, this little chunk. I can actually just wire it off and then re-wedge it up. And so now I'm going to scrape out the inside of my barrel. I like a plastic palette knife, does a good job. And so I want to get this really nice and clean for the next person who's going to use it, because there's nothing worse than having really nice coils and then chunky bits that are fully dried out interspersed through your coils because the person before you didn't clean out the machine. And that can sometimes result in those coils not being salvageable. So I'm scraping down anywhere there's clay, and now I'm going to get a hot bucket of water and a sponge, and I'm going to clean it that way too. So this pallet gets tied onto this string, and that way it doesn't get lost in the studio. Okay? I'm going to return my plastic bucket of water. Okay, sorry for the delay. Plastic bucket, warm water, and I like to set the bucket down here. I'm going to make sure and scrub the plunger and the handle, okay? And then I'm going to go in and scrub the inside also. I'm going to wipe down the floor. Also, because clay on the ground turns into dust in the air, which is really bad for our lungs. So not only am I going to clean the extruder, but I'm going to look around the floor. And if I had any clay, like clay on the wall or any place else, I'm also going to scrub that down. Okay, And this was your reminder video.